It's all about Julie's tea. Julie's tea. Julie's tea. No, honey. Julie spilled some tea in LA on TV, and Josh is with a honey. Probably because he has some money. That's not a good way to start the video, Joleen. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hey guys, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. I break down all things Big Brother. Most importantly, BB22 is starting tomorrow. I always wanted to do I don't know, I think I'm like a club DJ. I haven't been to a club in so long. I am so aging myself. Let's move on. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe. Also give this video a thumbs up and smash the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. You guys, we did it. We hit 10,000 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you out there who have subscribed to me, supported me, shared me out. We're actually at like 10,100 subs, and we are gonna have such a fun season of BB22 All-Stars. I am super pumped, super jazzed, all the stuff, jazz hands to have you guys all here. So please know that you are appreciated, and I love you. And I thought I wasn't gonna cry. No, I'm not going to cry. But we're definitely going to have some fun this BB22 season. And because I'm at 10K subs tonight, I am going to be going live with my girl Miranda, aka Honestly Honecker. I'm also going to be bringing in Busy Blue and Sarah from Nerdtainment. So some of your favorite YouTubers who cover these shows we like Big Brother and The Challenge and Survivor, are going to be joining me. We are going to be chatting, kikiing, if you will, about all things BB22. The house reveal was yesterday. Julie showed us this beautiful all-star house, and we all have opinions. There's also been some drama on Twitter. There's always BB22 and former house guests drama that we can talk about. We're going to be doing some pre-gaming. It's a BB22 girls' night. You are not going to want to miss it. So it's going to be tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific. That's 8 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Central, and 10 p.m. Eastern. So you Eastern people are going to have to stay up late with us because let me tell you, it's going to be fun because we all are very opinionated and we don't always agree, which is my favorite part of Big Brother, is just having that banter, that dialogue about that thing we love. All right, one more sleep until we get the new season of Big Brother, but there were a couple things I wanted to tell you guys and make a quick video because lots of information has dropped today. Number one, Julie Chen did an interview. She was kind of doing like a satellite tour with different affiliates of CBS, and she did one in Los Angeles here, and she did it this morning, and she basically confirmed that there were people that were supposed to be in the house but had to drop out because they got COVID, Josh and Casey. Now, Josh hit his Twitter right here to be like, it's not true, it's not true, don't believe everything, my health is fine. Okay, Josh, but we did see Josh on the speculated list of house guests. And then we heard the rumor that he and Casey, who were partying it up, you know, in a giant COVID club soup in Miami during spikes of this pandemic.
House guests have actually been in quarantine for 2 weeks. How has that been?
Well, here's why I don't know the final list, because we flew in a bunch of people, more than 16, and some people that I thought were definitely going in the house, they tested positive for COVID-19, so they could not go in.
Some people thought she might have violated HIPAA by sharing that information. However, others on Twitter, thank you BB22 Twitter, were saying that no, she did not actually violate any HIPAA because she is not a provider and she did not say their names. So hopefully Julie's not in trouble, but I appreciated her telling us and sharing that because we've been hearing all these speculations and rumors, so it was kind of cool to just hear something that we've been hearing and hear that, yes, in fact, that is the truth. People who were supposed to be on this All-Star cast tested positive for COVID and then could not go through with it. So, and we might have gotten Keisha and Kevin out of it and Enzo rather than Josh and Casey. Speaking of Josh, you guys, he was spotted. I'm going to put the little video here. There's a YouTuber. He has a whole bunch of subscribers. I don't remember his name, but he does paparazzi type stuff and talks to TikTokers and celebrities and Josh. And he caught Josh leaving somewhere in Los Angeles, again, not wearing his mask. During the interview, he like puts it over his ear, but he's talking. And I don't know if Josh understands the point of the mask is to kind of, you know, protect other people, but he confirmed that he's not on this season. So it's like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Possibly thank COVID. That'd be the only thing we could thank COVID for in 2020 is that Josh and Casey aren't on there. So Josh was feeling himself. He had a beanie. It's summertime. It's literally the summer in Southern California, August, and he's wearing a beanie. If that doesn't prove he's gone LA, nothing else ever will. He was also with a very attractive woman, as you can see in this video. So money can't buy you class, but it can buy you friends. I don't know if they were, what kind of friends they are, but I was like, interesting. Who is this young lady? Now, Julie Chen, during her interview that she did with Satellites on CBS affiliates, she said that they pulled in what we've all guessed is a lot of all-stars. So they flew a lot of people to Los Angeles because they had to have their backups. Because basically these house guests are having to be tested for COVID repeatedly. And they also, Julie Chen said, rented a house for each of the house guests they flew in. So she said there are 16 confirmed all-star house guests, 8 men and 8 women. And then they had the extras because you got to have your backups because when Josh and Casey weren't able to go due to COVID, all right, Josh, still don't believe you that that's not the case because why else wouldn't you be on it? You were rumored to be on it. For some reason, the TV gods keep putting you on shows like The Challenge, multiple seasons where I have to see you over and over and over again. And you admitted that you'd love to be on this show, so I don't see any other reason why they didn't include you, especially on an all-star season, because they definitely want to include winners. So Julie Chen was just explaining the behind-the-scenes process and how she is constantly being tested for COVID, and for the past 3-4 weeks, she's been tested weekly, and that everyone on site will be wearing a mask. She will be wearing a mask except for when she goes live on television, and then she'll be able to take her mask off. They also have different groups for the production and crew. There's like a gray group. They're separated by, I think, colors so that you know if someone who's in that group tests positive for COVID, that everyone in that group might be affected because they're working in pods. It's a lot. So the fact that CBS and Big Brother is able to bring us a Big Brother during a pandemic is just huge. Julie Chen also admitted that she doesn't know quite yet, or so she says, exactly who's going in the house tomorrow. And this will be the first live entry into the house. Normally every first episode and the move-in is always pre-taped, but this is going to be the first live move-in. So Julie met with producers and higher-ups at Big Brother yesterday via Zoom, and she actually told them, I don't want to know the final list of all-star contestants because I have all these satellite interviews to do today, and I don't want to spill the beans. So she was very careful about not really giving away too much of who's in the cast, but it seems like it's probably this speculated list that we've all been talking about for what seems like weeks now. And with the house reveal, we see that Dan, Derek, Danielle, Casey are all on the walls because a lot of the walls, a lot of the themes is graffiti, and they have former house guests who've had big moments or sayings and they painted them in graffiti, like they have Dan's funeral and they have undercover Derek detective, and then for some reason they have Casey, let's go, which I would have preferred maybe the peanut costume because that's all I remember about Casey. And then they also have Rachel, which is iconic. Floaters grab a life vest, Kristen. And if you guys haven't checked out or checked in on Kristen from Rachel's first season, you might want to, or you might not want to, because there's something going on. I followed her on Instagram, and let me just say, it's interesting.
It's me, bitches. I'm back. I'm better than ever. I predicted all of this. Everything that's going on right now, I predicted it, and nobody's listening. Everybody who was locked inside and saying, wear your mask, stay inside, COVID, millions of people are dying, whatever, thousands, whatever the number is.
Thank you. Could somebody call her? Hayden? Call her? Maybe? I don't know. Somebody? Want to talk to her? I don't know. And like I said, we also saw Danielle from BB3, Danielle Reyes from BB3, BB7 on the wall, which confirms that she will not be in the cast. I was hoping for a miracle, for a BB miracle, that Danielle would just show up. But it seems, as Julie Chen said in this interview, that everyone who is on the wall in spray paint, former all-star house guests, are not in fact in the house, which would make sense because that would put even more of a target on your back. If everyone entered the house and then there was this huge mural of how great you are, Dan's funeral, then everyone would be like, well, I was already going to target Dan, but clearly CBS is just doing it for me, giving me extra reason. Speaking of iconic things, BB Twitter has just been so good. They've been posting these fantastic memes. I just want to share a couple with you. This one is probably my favorite because it's kind of what I think a lot of us hope happens this season of Big Brother. You see Tyler and Nicole on the block, and then you see these three queens, Davon, Janelle, and Danielle on the couch. Hopefully put them up. I think that's great. There was also this meme of Nicole and Nicole being included on the graffiti wall, and people were saying, Nicole contacting production because she wasn't on the wall, and it made me laugh, but Nicole's getting it a lot. That didn't sound right, but you guys know what I mean. This preseason they're really nailing her. Joleen, these are not good. No, I didn't mean it like, let's move on. And finally, I think I've decided who I want to be my final three. Now, if Keisha is in fact in the house, which I think she is, Keisha from BB10, I would like to include her somehow in this, but for sure my final three I'm hoping to see are these queens right here, Janelle, Danielle, and Davon. Make it so, BB, make it so. So let me know in the comments who you want your final three to be if this is in fact the cast that we are gonna see this season of BB All-Stars. I just want to do this quick video for you guys, give you a little tea, little something to sip on before we go live tonight with Miranda, Busy Blue, and Sarah will be joining us later to celebrate 10K on the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Okay, that's that. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I'll talk to you guys very soon, and I'll see you soon live. Bye.